だこれ。
カイト隊員からデータが届きました。
The Ultraman franchise has released a lot of episodes for the past 5 decades, but one out of thousands captured my heart. It was touching, beautiful, and so deep. It left me crying after watching it. Ultraman Max Episode 15, The Miracle of the Third Planet. It was released back in 2005, but it was very much ahead of its time. If you haven't watched it, then I highly recommend you to watch it before this video. If you're new to Ultraman, then Max overall is a great series to start with, but for those who have seen the episode, I'll give a brief summary of the episode as a recap. So we follow a girl named Ako, who loves to draw, but after losing her eyesight, she decided to play the piccolo. Because her parent died, Mizuki, one of the Dash team members, helped care for her and wanted to attend her upcoming concert. Kaito and Mizuki investigate an object from space. It was a white blob. Koba and Sean are ordered to incinerate it and launch missiles on it, but the blob transforms and fires missiles at them back. And so, If begins its rampage. If is a kaiju, by the way. Ellie deduced that If imitates. They flung fire, it shot fire. Dash shot missiles, and it responded with missiles. Whatever Dash throws at it, it will reproduce. The monster begins to move towards the recital hall where Ako will have a concert. Mizuki is determined to keep the kaiju from it and distracts it. She is about to be destroyed when Kaito quickly transforms into Ultraman Max and engages with If. Once again, If imitates everything Max threw at him. Max is forced to escape and nothing can seem to stop the being. It attacks the recital hall and moves on to the city, wrecking everything in its path. Ako was caught in the destruction and navigated her way through the debris following the sound of If, who has stopped rampaging to rest. She walks to the sleeping being in the ruins of the recital hall and plays her piccolo. It wakes up as Kaito and Mizuki from a distance rush up, attracted by the sound of music. If undergoes an amazing change. Piccolos appear from it and it joins Ako in the music. The two play together and Mizuki brings Ako into the car, still playing. Max carries the two to space and it follows. The sun rises over Earth as the episode ends. Now, about the episode. The kaiju If really represent us humans. When we're born into this world, we were like the first form of If, which is a white blob. We are like a blank canvas. If we are exposed to negative things, it becomes a monster and destroys everything. And if it's exposed to beautiful things and kind things, surely it shines in the darkest night. If was the best representation of human beings that walk on this earth. It's sad and tragic because the episode really symbolizes how the advancement of technology led us to wars and destruction as represented by If first form. But when Max came in, he failed to understand the situation and just continued to attack it, which made it become scarier and more violent. Again, such a great symbolism there. Finally, when Ako the blind girl played music to the kaiju, it slowly transformed itself, symbolizing two things. First, that no matter how far off track we've got, we still have a second chance to turn back and become someone better in life. Secondly, that scene specifically symbolizes that in this world, there are a lot of things that are beautiful that come from human, but we fail to see it. We were blind. We fail to see the beauty of life because we were busy and turning on each other's back. Ako, despite losing her sight, she doesn't give up. She kept on going to reach her goal, and finally, the sun rises to represent a new hope is emerging. I like how this episode was simple yet holds such a huge meaning behind it. I really think this message is something we all need to hear today. Ultraman will always be a symbol of light and hope for the people, so they will continue to carry on this legacy of spreading the positive message. It's beautiful, isn't it? Humans have the capabilities to create a bright and happy future for everyone, and to create so much more beautiful things. Humans are able to turn a frown upside down into a smile, and they could even break their own limits in order to become stronger and better. And that's why I really think the true message of this episode was that humans are the miracle of the third planet.